or I don't know if someone is speaking in the seminar room, I cannot hear. I mean, my sense, I am perfect. So this is, so whatever knowledge comes from a person who is under this four, who has this four imperfection, it cannot be perfect knowledge. It cannot. It's not possible. I was reading, Prabhupada was saying that there was one, he was speaking with one scientist, but there was like a Sunday feast, and there was a guest who came inside, and this guest was a doctor in chemicals, and he was saying that at the moment we are trying to make lives come from chemical ailments, and Prabhupada said, okay, and when you will do it, and they said we are in the process to do that. And Prabhupada said, you will do it, but what if I give you now all the chemicals that you need? I will give you exactly all the chemicals that you need to produce life. You will be able, and this doctor said, well, I'm not sure. It's not, and Prabhupada said, so, this is our natural, this is like kind of cheating, because even if it's something that you are not completely sure or not, science means that, okay, you do 2 + 2 is 4. I mean, there's not that maybe yes, maybe come, maybe no. No, this is science. So if it's not coming, it means that it's not science. And you may say it's an hypothesis, but it's not scientific. So this is like the tendency in Prabhupada was saying, it's not possible to create life from material, and it's not possible. And so we have to take this knowledge directly from Krishna, and so it's very important to take the knowledge directly from Krishna. And in this text, Krishna himself is saying that this knowledge comes from a disciplic succession. And practically, the duty of the disciple is to not change the message received from the spiritual master, which means to not add something and to not take anything out. Like, for example, if I say, okay, this, like Elizabeth cannot see this book, and I say, okay, this book is brown and there's some golden writing. And if she goes to Jennifer and she says, okay, this book is golden and has some golden, is brown and has some golden writing, and it has also some white flowers. It may be nice, but it's not the truth, because she's changing my message. So it's very important, especially in spiritual topic, that we don't change the message. And in this case, Krishna is saying, okay, this knowledge has been imparted first to Vivajvan, then Vivajvan gave it to his son, to Manu, and Manu to his son. So it's very important that nobody changes. But then he said, but he's just making kind of history. He said, but at one point, in due course of time, this knowledge, this succession was broken. Because this is the influence of time. Time destroyed everything. Once we see, if we buy something, at the beginning it's very nice, very bright, or it's fresh, and then after a while we just throw it away, because this is the nature of time. So even if spiritual knowledge, if watered by something, of at one point some disciple changed the message or add something that is not the essence of the knowledge, it's broken. And then Krishna himself, 5,000 years ago, he said, okay, because this knowledge appeared to be lost, I am telling again to you, Arjuna. So Krishna is telling to Arjuna this topic. And it's very, very important to not give any interpretation of this knowledge. And this knowledge is not something that you may study and in your mind try to figure it out how it is. You just have to listen. You just have to listen from the right person and ask questions if it's not clear. This is the process. It's very simple. It's not that you have to concoct or try to understand. Because especially in this case, Krishna himself is speaking. So it's very, very powerful. If you see, if I'm telling you, okay, God, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is speaking here, maybe you will say, okay, maybe it's better if I listen. So if you know that in the Bhagavad Gita, it is like that. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is speaking, and you should read Bhagavad Gita. At the beginning of the Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada said, before reading Bhagavad Gita, we should at least know and accept that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is speaking. Otherwise, there is no need to listen. I mean, we can read so many books, we can read so many books about many different topics, but our life will not change. And in this case, especially Bhagavad Gita as it is, Prabhupada made this subtitle as it is, which is very important because this means that the message has not been changed. So this is the important thing. And Prabhupada is explaining that there are innumerable interpretations of Bhagavad Gita. Actually, if you go in the library, you will find a Delphi or many different kind of interpretation. And many, you can say to many people, you can say Bhagavad Gita, you know Bhagavad Gita, or Gandhi was reading Bhagavad Gita, they say, oh yes, we know. But mainly, none of the person that read all others Bhagavad Gita became devotees of Krishna, because the purpose of Bhagavad Gita is to understand who we are, is to understand who is God, the Supreme Personality of God, and who is the relationship between us and God. This is the main purpose. If we don't understand this, then Bhagavad Gita is just like another book, whatever book that we may read and we may get tired and we may not consider it important. So actually, on the other side, I have to say that even if you listen to one word of Bhagavad Gita, is able to free your heart and purify your heart. So on the other side, we should read Bhagavad Gita even if we don't understand, but we should read Bhagavad Gita and listen to Bhagavad Gita, authorized Bhagavad Gita. Then this powerful sound vibration will enter in the ear and go to the heart. And when this sound vibration goes to the heart, it just purifies the heart. You already said that the devotional service is like a burning fire. Can you wait 10 minutes before
I just
6?
wanted to say, see, from like Sanskrit to English, you can't get 100% accurate translation anyhow.
Yes, it's true.
You can't. You have, for you to get the exact knowledge of it, you have to be able to speak Sanskrit or whatever it is. It's coming in its true form. Right?
It's true.
Even if you translate it word for word, you can't 100% translate it, period.
It's true, but because this is a Prabhupada, there is a text actually in Srimad Bhagavatam that says that because there can be many mistakes also in translation or in writing this knowledge, but because the knowledge is so powerful and if transmitted with the desire to pass this message without changing nothing, the same message will have the same will have the same potency. And anyway, there is Sanskrit, so you can read Sanskrit. And the commentary of Prabhupada, our spiritual master, are in line.
Talking about the translation, because Prabhupada's main aim was to translate it for the Western society. That was his, that's what his guru told him, and that's what his mission became, is to go to the West and to translate it. Want to keep it endeavour to Sanskrit, was it? Just to translate it, and English, any other language, you cannot 100% translate it, or get that word for word, or get the start, or get the rhymes. You can't get the same knowledge from it.
But still, you have.
Don't know Sanskrit, no, I know other languages. Speaking from other languages, I'm saying, she's saying it's true.
Yeah,
you know
no.
if it's true? I know it's just
What's your name?
knowledge.
What's your name?
My name's Valetti.
Valenti.
Yes.
Valenti. It's true, but we have the chance to hear.
And another thing, when the knowledge was passed down to Manu and so forth, what was the time span in between there, like to the sun god, and then to when it was broken? What was the time span until the knowledge was
this
broken?
I don't know because I'm not
Was
exactly
it 10,000 years, 5,000 years? Because 5,000 years, even from now, and to 5,000 years is an awful long time. Even if I'd done a simple test here, I told everyone exact word. I could give maybe 50 words. Right? I could repeat it. Even what I'm speaking now for the last minute. If I told everyone to write it down, how many people will get it accurate? How many people? What I'm saying, everyone's going to come out with their own analogy. And another thing, you're sitting there, Master Jesus sitting there, right? You're the one object, right? I'm looking at you from here, they're looking at you from there. And it's the same object, but a different angle. It's not necessarily it isn't right. It's a different view, but the truth is all the same. And if anyone says they've grasped Krishna, it's not right to even say you've grasped it, because even big rishis, Mahadev, Rishi Munis, they couldn't understand Krishna. They couldn't understand the Supreme. Because the Supreme is ununderstandable. He's only given a little jhalak, a little chakra, you know what I mean, a little essence of what he really is. Okay. But my time is coming close, so I just wanted to...
Okay.
In 5 minutes, so I just wanted to share something.
Thank you.
Because that's what we're here for, to exchange knowledge, to exchange the wisdom.
Actually, I was going to say something which is, now you remind me, because I was going to say that, sometimes people, they think that through knowledge they can grasp Krishna. You know, if I know everything, or if I know even Bhagavad Gita by memory, I can grasp Krishna. It's not like that, because actually Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and mainly is the Supreme Person. It's like if someone wants to know me, or if I want to know, for example, Diwali, if I want to know her, it's not that I can try to analyze from outside how is she, or try to analyze her brain I cannot understand. But there is one way to understand how is she, how is her personality, to go to her friends, to the person who are close to her. So this is why in this case, to know Krishna, let me finish. To know Krishna, we should get information from person who are close to Krishna. And in this case, the simple succession is that there are persons who know Krishna and they are just giving knowledge about him to us. So this is how we hear from them, and then from them also we understand what is the process to serve Krishna and how to please Krishna.
Okay, you grasp the essence of Krishna. You cannot grasp Krishna 100%.
No, never.
Krishna himself